what it's called. I've opened it up, and so my address and everything isn't here, and then I've got the invoice over here, but again I think that has my address on it, so we're just not going to deal with that. But I thought I would open it. I started to open it, and then I thought I should film it for you guys. I'm not sure what to expect. I've seen photos of it. Obviously I haven't actually had to play around with it or anything like that before, so I will see. I got it at the end of last week, but I've been so busy I kind of just chucked it, and I was like, yep, that will be a Monday morning thing. So I've kind of just woken up, and here we are. It's like bubble wrap. I had to like cut everything, and it just still didn't want to come undone. Ah, well, there it is. That's really creepy. I don't know how I feel about this. It's free hair. Oh, that's cool. It has where it comes from still. No, it's nursery.com, and it's a baby breather. So whatever it is, it's the whole mechanism, and then around it it has like a stocking, and that's to keep all the stuffing and stuff out. It's got some foam around the edges so that it's not too hard. Okay, does this not slide off, or do I have to take the screw out first? I'm confused. It should slide that way. No. Okay. So it's a few weeks / days later, and I've decided that I'm going to attempt to put the breathing mechanism inside of one of my babies. I haven't even seen this working in person, so I'm going to put these batteries in. They are just from a drawer, so I don't know if they're going to even work, but let's give it a go. We'll plug in, sorry, not plug in, put in, and then plug it in into the little box so they're all the right way. If they're going to stay in there, it doesn't really want to stay in there, huh? Weird. And then I'm going to plug, wow, that's really annoying. I can see why they've got a screw on the end of the box. I'm going to clip this back in. I didn't really want to put it all back together in case the batteries weren't working, but I'm just going to hold it together, see if it works. Plug this in that way, and turn the box to, it's already on. Oh, okay, it moves. That's really weird. Like, you can probably just see it. I'll bring it closer. So you can hear it a little bit, but I think once it's all in the body it should be okay, because it's covered by stuffing and clothing and stuff. So do I just like, yeah, so you just press it on and off. Okay. So it goes that way because you have to make like a tiny little hole, and then all of this, once you screw it back together and stuff, goes in the nappy of the baby. Okay, let's get him undressed. I will screw this back together.
Okay, so I'm gonna undress him, and he's like holding on to his little rabbit. I've got a cable tie for his neck. I've got the right ones now, the very thin ones. that you need. I'm going to take, I don't even know if I need to take this off him, but I'm going to at least take part of it off him, get to his neck. Probably just need to take it off his arms. So many people have told me that he looks so real, so I thought that I would add the breathing box into him, and that would definitely help it out. The little guy's head can go over there. I think I will take this off just so I can see what I'm kind of working with.
So this guy has 4 arms, 4 legs. Now the instructions are to take like the stuffing and stuff out of the body and then put it in and like restuff it. So they say to put some of most of the stuffing behind and then a fine layer on the top. I think so that you can see it and like feel the baby's tummy maybe. I'm pretty nervous about this. I feel like I'm gonna end up with this baby that needs to be restuffed. Please, cause help.
Oh, okay, his Wonder Wafer that I like shoved in there the other day. And then he's like this stuffing. I feel like, how is there enough room for all of this in here? I'm gonna get rid of this poppy so I can light it flat, I think, the body. It's a bit creepy having a baby head. Let's just cover it over a bit. Oh, that's a really big box. And he's a 0 to 3 month kind of baby. I wouldn't want to be putting this in anything smaller. I think I'm gonna pull all of this out. And that's his stocking sack thingamabobby. I don't know what that's called, but I need to push that into his butt. Oh my gosh, everything is moving. Yeah, so that's like now his butt. And then I'm gonna take this off. Oh, okay, I didn't really want that to come off there, but it has. I'm going to pull the red cables apart. And
She says to make like a tiny little hole in their butt, which I'm kind of worried about. He needs a new nappy. It's not that bad. Oh, he has like a little butt. I don't want to really make a hole in him. How am I going to do this? I think I just ruined my baby. I don't want to hand sew. I hate hand sewing. I feel like I'm going to try and sew a buttonhole in him.
all of his clothes can come off. I don't want to touch everything.
Right, I'm going to try and sew this. I'll be back. Oh my gosh, I've never had a baby so far pulled apart before. That's really annoying. This is what I started with. I took the legs off so that I could sew a small hole in the back. I don't hand sew, so I used my machine, so I had to take everything out, including the legs, and I still didn't really sew it that neat. But I'll show you what I did. I used the zigzag stitch. On a really close setting, and I zigzagged it together. So now I need to put his legs back on, I think, because that's like a part of the baby. So he goes this way.
the back and the butt. I'm going to put this weighted sack in first. And I'm going to like make this his butt, I think. I really haven't ever weighted a baby before, but this is my interpretation of it. I watched a few videos and I've kind of just know how they go. It depends on how you want to weight your baby. Oh, this glass bead's coming out on my fingers because I'm pushing at the sack too hard. Go in. So I kind of like want that on his back. I don't know what to do with those like little knobby bits because I kind of want them in the middle. I don't know because there's two. Oh well, I'll try and put like that. And then this one has to go in and down. I'm really worried this is not going to even fit. And then all of my efforts are like pulling this baby apart and sewing a hole in his bum is useless. Ew. This is a really tight fit. I think it would be a lot easier to do this without limbs on the body, to be honest. I just thought that it might give me shape. Oh my gosh. He definitely needs some padding in his bum, and I definitely need to get my hand down here to get that little thing to come out, if I can find it. Okay, there's the cord. I don't know what side the cord's on. Okay, it's on the front. I need it to go to the back. So, twist it around here. Oh, this is so much effort. Oh, here it is. Got it. Okay, he needs some stuffing in his butt. I'm going to actually use this stuffing for his butt, and then I'm going to put some like fluffier stuffing up the top, I think. I can't even get the stuffing in the bottom. It doesn't want to go down there. We're getting there. It kind of has a butt with a big Y sticking out of it. I really don't want to overstuff him either. So this is like difficult. I'm going to use some of my fairy floss fill to finish him. I kind of want his chest to sit straight. And this will like have an even layer across the top, and it won't hopefully be as hard. Yeah, that works. You need to remember the sides as well, because I forgot them. And probably a little bit more on top. Oh, here's one wafer. I need to get that in there as well. Under his arms. I wouldn't do this on anything smaller than a 0 to 3 month size, because this is tough. Like, this is a big box, and I'm pretty sure this is the right size. Oh gosh, I just pressed the button. so it's rather full, but I really don't cuddle with my babies that much. So it's kind of not that much of an issue, but it is, it's really hard, and I don't know what inch this body is. I think it's 21 inches. So literally, I almost would have got like the preemie size. I feel like that would fit better in this body because it's so like full now. Let's try it and see if it works. So plug that in. Turn the box to on. And then press this button. Where's the button? I feel like it needs to go down, but like I can't because there's like this sack, weighted sack there. It looks really weird with no head and stuff, so let me try and put the head on and see how I go with that. Like the head and some clothes maybe. That's really weird. It's kind of relaxing. It's like a baby's breathing. The body's put all together. It's not too bad. If you are wanting a beautiful cuddly reborn, putting anything that's hard in the middle of them is always going to take the cuddliness away. So he has kind of lost his cuddliness. But I feel like I prefer the show rather than to cuddle him. Now he has this giant box and lead hanging out of his butt. I'm going to leave it on and I guess wrap it up kind of like that. I don't know how that's not going to be felt. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I kind of just read it and went along with it. But the lady that buys them says that, makes them, says that you put them in the nappy where you can't feel them. I'm putting a new nappy on him because the one that was on him was like a newborn size and it was just like stretched. So this is more of a 3-month kind of size nappy. It fits much better. You do feel it in his butt. I don't know if it would be better on the back or if it's better in the middle at the bottom. I don't know how I feel about that. That's quite noticeable, like obviously a big box on the outside of their body. And he's now a ton heavier, so he probably could have some of that weighting taken out of him. So what I'm going to do is one day I think I'll take some of the weight out of him with the glass, take the glass beads out of him, put a smaller sack in, then there'll be some more room and he won't be as squashy. But I'm just like, he's already back together now and that's another problem for another day. If it annoys me that much, I will do it, but if it's kind of okay, then I'll kind of just leave him how he is. Let's turn it on now. If I can find the box, that would be great. I think it needs to be down heaps. Like, it's moving his head. I don't know if that's realistic or not.
God, that's creepy. If I wasn't in a silent room, you wouldn't hear it, and it would just look like he was sleeping. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to go, but I gave it a go. I think I need to redo it. So I think I need to take some of his weighting out, which I already thought about this before I started the video and then I forgot about it. And that's that. But I'd even consider getting a smaller box for his body and putting this breather in a bigger baby, so maybe in Liberty, and putting a smaller one in him, because I feel like it's too big for his body, even though it says that it's available for, I think, 19 inches up, or it could be 20 inches and up, and this is a 21 inch, so I don't know how this would fit in a 20-inch body.
Just show you guys a close-up now. Oh, it just started making some awful noises. It's not too bad, but like it says in the ad, we're inside. It's a pretty quiet room. There's going to be noises, but that's just dead creepy. Look at it. He looks so real, just like sleeping. I do need to move the box down and the weight sack, I need to empty it. But it's kind of like pushing his head up. Let's see if it's actually, you can see it. You can see it very slightly.
Okay, let's turn this off now. Alright, so let's do a review on the breather that I've put into my Reborn Baby doll. I think it's awesome, but there are some cons to it. So one thing that I don't love about it, which I already expected, is putting a hard box inside your baby makes your baby hard. It's really hard to have a squishy, cuddly baby again. I mean, you can make the outsides of it soft, but you can still feel the hard thing in the middle. So maybe if you had a 20-inch baby, I would suggest that you put a preemie size box in there. I think that I want to get a preemie size box for him and then put his box into the bigger baby that I have. It makes them look super realistic. If they weren't already realistic from just sitting there posed, having them breathe is just crazy, because a lot of people in my reaction videos say, oh, you know, that baby's so realistic, except it's not breathing. So I put a breather in. It should have the outside noise of the shopping centre, so that should counter the tiny little motor noise inside. It's not an issue, it's mentioned in the ad, and you know, it's a pretty cool thing to have. I just thought I would try it out because I like to have different things on my babies. They're not just normal reborn babies. I do different things with them. So here's one that now has a breather in it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did want to get one of these, I will link below where I got it from. I'm not sponsored, but if you do want to sponsor me, anybody? Oh dear. But yeah, just something different, and I thought that I would share it with you guys. The box in the middle isn't too bad. It was kind of like weird at first, but yeah, he's not as floppy as what he used to be, so I definitely need to re-weight him with the take some of the glass beads out of the pouch and give him some more room in there, or like I said, buy another box, because that's one thing. I think the box is just too big for this body. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it helped you out how to do it, because I don't think there's actually a tutorial on how to put them in. I think that she explains it, but she doesn't show it. I can't remember, it was a while ago that I watched, so don't hate me if that's not true. I just quickly laid him flat to see if there was any difference. His head still moves a bit, and his arm was moving before. That was like, yeah, how it's like out, not resting on anything, it moves. One last thing, remember to take your, turn the baby off. So take the nappy off and get the little box and turn that power switch off, or your batteries will go flat. But anyways, bye. Make sure that you hit the like button if this helped, and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this with all of my different reborn babies that are coming.